Jessica Setnick is a registered dietitian who works with folks who have orthorexia. She's the one who put these slides together. She asks, is the way you eat supportive of your lifestyle, or is it taking over your life? This is a question you have to ask. Is the way you eat supportive to your lifestyle, or is it taking over your life? Orthorexics not only rigidly characterize foods as healthy or unhealthy, they also identify with those foods. If they eat healthy foods, they see themselves as good. If they eat the unacceptable foods, they see themselves as bad. I remember conducting a weight loss group with some folks, and I remember going around and asking people how they were doing. Now, these weren't folks who had orthorexia. It was a weight control group. But I remember this one woman, when I asked her how she was doing, she said she was bad. And I looked at her and I said, did you rob a bank? Did you shoot someone? She said, no, I had cake at my nephew's birthday party. She considered that bad. Stephen Bratman is the doctor who is trying to get orthorexia nervosa considered for the DSM as a mental illness. He has a self-text. No, he has a self-test. And I should correct that. If you are a healthy diet enthusiasm and you answer yes to any of the following questions, you may be developing orthorexia nervosa. 1. I spend so much of my life thinking about choosing and preparing healthy food that it interferes with other dimensions of my life, such as love, creativity, family, friendship, work, and school. When I eat food, I recognize when I eat any food I regard to be unhealthy, I feel anxious, guilty, impure, unclean, and or defiled. Even to be near such food disturbs me, and I feel judgmental of others who eat such foods. My personal sense of peace, happiness, joy, safety, and self-esteem is excessively dependent on the purity and rightness of what I eat. Sometimes I would like to relax my self-imposed good food rules for just a special occasion, such as a wedding or a meal with family or friends. But I find I cannot. I have here, please note, if you have any medical condition in which it's unsafe for you to make these exceptions, then this doesn't apply to you. If you're a diabetic, I'm not recommending that you go to your friend's wedding and eat huge pieces of wedding cake. If you have celiac disease, I don't want you to sit down and eat a big piece of pie. But that's a diagnosed medical condition. These folks don't have a medical condition that has them eliminating foods, food groups. They don't have reasons except the ones that are in their own mind for these self-imposed rules. Over time, I have steadily eliminated more foods and expanded my list of food rules in an attempt to maintain or enhance health benefits. Sometimes I may take an existing food theory and add to it with beliefs of my own. Following my theory of healthy eating has caused me to lose more weight than most people would say is good for me, or it has caused other signs of malnutrition, such as hair loss, loss of menstruation, or skin problems. That's Dr. Bratman's list. I really want you to have a look at this. Again, it's fine to be concerned that you're eating well and that it's part of a lifestyle to help reduce your risk for illness. But it's not fine when these rules define your life, that it pulls you away from society and from friends and family. But full recovery is possible. If any of these signs resonate with you, it's critical that you reach out to a licensed professional so that you can undergo a clinical evaluation. It is truly a sign of strength to seek out help if you're struggling. I encourage folks who have concerns about psychological issues, mental health issues, to reach out for help. It is a sign of strength. It is not a sign of weakness to ask for help. No one should have to recover from an eating disorder alone. No one makes the choice to have an eating disorder, but you can choose to take the steps towards recovery. Your food choices don't reflect your morality, your values, or goodness. Healthy eating includes joy, pleasure, and connection with others, family, and friends. It's not all about the nutrients, the macros, the vitamins, the minerals. These next couple slides I usually do as poll questions because I'm wondering if people agree or disagree with these statements. So I'm just kind of going to go through them with you. This was a survey. It was put together by a woman named Ellen Satter, who also wrote a book called How to Get Your Kid to Eat But Not Too Much. It's about what's considered normal eating. Do you believe normal eating is going to the table hungry and eating until you are satisfied? Do you agree or disagree with the statement normal eating is being able to choose the food you like and to eat it, truly eat enough of it, and not stopping because you think you should? Do you believe normal eating is leaving some of the cookies on the plate because you can have some later? Or just eating more of them now because they taste so wonderful, because they just came out of the oven and you can't help yourself? What I need to tell you is that the answer to all of those is yes. All of those are normal eating. Normal eating is being able to give some thought to your food selection so you get nutritious food, but not being so wary and restrictive that you miss out on enjoyable food. Normal eating is giving yourself permission to eat sometimes because you're happy or sad or bored or just because it feels good. Normal eating is mostly 3 meals a day, or 4, or 5, or it can be choosing to munch along the way. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Normal eating is overeating at times, feeling stuffed and uncomfortable, and it can be undereating at times and wishing you had more. Normal eating is trusting your body to make up for your mistakes in eating. I just want to pause here and say, I do have trouble with her using the word mistakes, but this is her information. I would say normal eating is learning to trust your body to have balance over time. Normal eating takes up some of your time and attention, but keeps its place as only one important area of your life. In short, normal eating is flexible. It varies in response to your hunger, your schedule, your proximity to food, and your feelings. When we get together, I'm going to ask you what you think about normal eating because everybody's different. Nobody thinks all of these are normal. And I'm just kind of curious why. When I see you next class, we'll talk about this topic. I'll have you in breakout groups, and then we'll talk about your collages. Okay? Now, I think I'm going to go get something to eat. See you later. Bye-bye.